Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 7 of the ColeScore Marble Championship. Today we have Event 3, Funnel Endurance. We saw this in the qualifiers, but this time the course looks a little different. 8 marbles at a time will roll down this funnel course and try to stay in as long as they can. We have multiple different sections here with some regular funnels, those small orange funnels, back to regular funnels, and then finally the paper funnel at the end, which has been shown to be quite chaotic in the qualifiers when we saw it there. The top 4 marbles from each heat will move on to the final, and looking at the current standings, it is Mantis in the lead just ahead of Blue Bottle. So here we have the example run. This will be sped up quite a bit. We have Chivalry and the Corporation. As you can see, 4 times speed here rolling around those first funnels. These orange funnels, they get quite interesting. They are quite a bit quicker than the rest. The regular funnels there again, and then finally the paper funnel. Just waiting for the marbles to end. I believe Core will be taking that win there. They're the example run results. And here we move to the first heat. We have Andromeda, Raven, Nebula, Mantis, Ruby, Anchor, Derek, and Discharge. Down they come for the first heat of Funnel Endurance. Rolling around that first funnel. Looks like Andromeda is going to be in first, followed by Nebula, then Anchor. And Mantis has dropped in as well. There goes Raven, Discharge, Ruby, and that means that Derek takes the early lead. They did quite well in Funnel Endurance the qualifiers. As we move on to the orange funnels, these ones, marbles, there's a lot of contact in these, and it can be quite easy to fall through very quickly, as we see there from Anchor and Andromeda, who are both, and Mantis as well, who are both now already in the next section of regular funnels. Ruby and Derek, they are doing quite well. Ruby now takes the lead from Derek, and they have a pretty strong lead here. As Anchor and Mantis, they're already falling into that last regular funnel. Who's going to be first in the paper funnel? It is Andromeda, but everything is decided in that paper funnel there. You can change a lot with the trajectory of those marbles. You can see it's quite odd compared to the other funnels. A lot of sweeping motions. And Anchor, they've fallen in already. They're out. Who will be next? Looks like it's going to be Raven, then Mantis. One more left. Discharge falls in. Andromeda, they managed to hold on. Nebula drops in. They drop in right after. And so it will be Andromeda, Nebula, Ruby, and Derek who managed to move on. Ruby drops in there, and Derek, they will be the last one to drop in. An impressive run from them, meeting all the expectations from them that they set in the qualifiers. Looking at this replay, Raven dropped in there, then it was Mantis, but Discharge tried to knock in Andromeda, missed, and then got blocked. And so Andromeda managed to survive. There are your results. Derek, of course, taking the win. Second heat. The rest of the marbles here: Pixie, White Flame, Black Rose, Blue Bottle, Lapis, Lollipop, Knight, and Mahi Mahi. Knight, the host, is in this one, along with 3 former champions in Black Rose, Lapis, and Pixie. White Flames dropped in first, followed by Pixie, then Blue Bottle. Knight, the host, has dropped in. There's Lapis, Lollipop, Black Rose, and Mahi Mahi takes the lead. And Marble have been doing quite well so far, despite never being in a main tournament before. Marbles moving on to the orange funnels. Black Rose, they fall in quite quickly. Knights managing to hold there in that top orange funnel. They're doing quite well here. Maybe they can take the lead from Mahi Mahi. No, they can't. They drop in there. And they are the only 2 left in those orange funnels. White Flame, meanwhile, they've dropped further down. So has Black Rose. So has Pixie and Lapis. White Flame, they've now dropped into their first paper funnel. So Pixie follows suit. So does Lapis. Mahi Mahi, they've been holding the lead though. There goes Blue Bottle as well, and Black Rose. Knight drops into the paper funnel, then Mahi Mahi does, meaning Lollipop has managed to take the lead as White Flame is out. So is Black Rose. Who else will survive? It won't be Lapis. One more Blue Bottle's gone. And that means the top 4 has been decided. Knight there drops in, Mahi Mahi drops in between Lollipop and Pixie. It's going to be Lollipop manages to take the win over Pixie just barely. But there is your top 4. Lollipop, Pixie, Mahi Mahi, and Knight will manage to move on. Again, the paper funnel is showing to be very, very chaotic. Black Rose, they got hit by 1-2 there from Mahi Mahi and Pixie. Lapis then dropped in, I believe. Right there, yeah, knocked by Pixie. And then Blue Bottle, just a slight glance to get from Lollipop, and they were gone. And those are your results. From 9th through to 16th, Discharge managed to do the best. They managed to take the 9th place. Anchor down there in last, not where you want to be, especially for a former champion. But here is the final. We have Pixie, Mahi Mahi, Lollipop, Knight, Ruby, Nebula, Andromeda, and Derek. Off they go into the finals for the final time in this event. Rolling around Nebula, they look closest to the middle, and they will drop in first, followed by Andromeda. Then Mahi Mahi, Lollipop, Derek, Ruby, Pixie, and Knight. Knight, the host, takes the lead. And Marvel's already dropping into the orange finals. Andromeda, they've dropped in quite quickly. So has Lollipop and Nebula. Mahi Mahi, they drop in there as well. Pixie trying to fight with Knight for the lead here. Pixie takes it. We move to the orange funnels again. Everyone's in there. Pixie still managing to hold that lead. Marvel's already dropping into the next section. As Pixie loses the lead, Knight takes it, and that's a pretty strong lead as well, as Pixie quickly falls through the next orange funnel. Knight there doing very well and have quite a sizable lead now. Marvel's now falling into that last paper funnel. Lollipop and Andromeda are there, so is Nebula. There goes Derek and Pixie. Mai, they've made quite a nice comeback. Ruby trying to hold in that final regular funnel as Knight enters it. Ruby falls in, and Andromeda is already out. So is Lollipop. There goes Pixie. Only 5 are left, and now Knight has dropped into the final paper funnel. Who will win final endurance? Derek is gone. Nebula's gone. Ruby's gone. It's a final between Knight and Mahi Mahi. Who is going to take it in the final? This is very, very close, but Mahi Mahi, they cannot hold on. And listen to the roar of the crowd as Knight, the host, drops in to win gold in final endurance. A very impressive run from them there. Look at them taking the lead from Pixie here, blocking their movement, forcing them to drop in the next orange funnel. And then their final here with Mahi Mahi just outplaying them in the final. And Knight wins gold in final endurance. A very impressive performance here from the host. 86.891 was their time. That is the best time we've seen in this event. Mahi Mahi, they will manage to take the silver, and Ruby gets the bronze. This event has shaken up the standings quite a lot. Mahi Mahi, they have now moved into the lead, but they are only a couple points ahead of Andromeda and Blue Bottle, along with Mandis and Knight also right behind them. Still not much we can tell from the first 3 events about this season, and so moving on, it will be quite interesting to see how the season develops. Next time we will return to final endurance in the B division, so I will see you then.